What is the one thing you really must read today? To answer that question, we're joined now by Tom Keene from Surveillance TV and Radio. Tom, Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan, of course, has weighed in on Brexit, and he has a very fascinating quote. Let's take a look at it here. Maybe you can even reverse Brexit. There are always solutions to the problems as long as you have the right people in the room. Now, you might think this is just Jamie Dimon talking, but we have the Austrian finance minister today talking to Handelsblatt saying if he were going to bet, he would say in 5 years there would be 28 countries, meaning UK would stay in. Is this serious?
No, well, it's serious. That's a good question, and the answer is it is, but it's not. I have never seen, ever, so many people talk in their book is right now, in the chaos that we have. Let's remember, Mr. Dimon got up on the stage with the Chancellor of the Exchequer pre-Brexit when Remain had some real momentum to it and talked about the some 15, 18,000 JP Morgan employees of the United Kingdom. And part of his statement today, besides the shock of maybe Brexit won't happen, is the idea of X%, 2,000 or so, would actually migrate to Europe. I would say, David, right now it's very free-flowing with corporate officers right now. You have Martin Sorrell, same idea. I mean, very free-flowing what people are going to do.
And I talked to the CEO of another major bank who gave me the numbers between Dublin and London and the number of people that they might well be moving to Dublin.
Well, you mentioned Dublin the other day, and I think there's some real truth to that because of a lot of cultural issues of where everybody's looking east to the continent, and maybe Dublin is the exit for the UK to make it more palatable within a Brexit.
Now, making the argument on maybe no Brexit is in order to get out of the EU, they actually have to have Parliament vote to repeal a statute, the European Communities Act. And the overwhelming majority in Parliament are actually against Brexit. So how do you get to that point? Do they vote against their conscience?
I think a lot of domestic politics. We're nowhere near a resolution of that or any kind of semblance of intelligent discussion on that right now. As we had in the newscast, we've got to get a new Tory party. Some would suggest we need a new Labour Party. And basically, and John Farrell's much better at this than we are, this idea of the political disarray of the United Kingdom has to get sorted out before they even do address this document or that document with the EU. I just don't see it for months, not years.
As you follow that closely, Tom, have you seen anyone suggest within the UK political establishment a way out of Brexit? Because I haven't heard it.
No, I haven't heard it whatsoever. What I will say is the markets will force their hand. And when you see David Folkerts Landau and his team at Deutsche Bank talk about a 115 sterling, nothing will change the urgency of this conversation like seeing sterling go 140 down to 129, 130, and down to presume 120 or even 115.
And because the transmission is, it starts to hit the pocketbooks of the people on the high street.
It's a wealth, cardinal rule of currency. Go all day. Michael Rosenberg of Bloomberg is brilliant on this. End of the day, a weaker currency is wealth reduction.
Exactly.
No ifs or buts about it.
Exactly, and people feel that in their pocketbooks. Thank you so
Particularly if they're
much.
in Mayfair.
Yeah, particularly in Mayfair, that's right.